I have a really different set of feelings coming through our studios here. Amin just left the room, and I'm not sure what happened, but I think it's because he thought he was underdressed. I think. I'm not totally sure. He wanted to dress differently because the Stanley Cup is here, and there is some real reverence in the room. Now, Jessica, you seem sort of like, this is old hat. I've already seen this old thing.
First time.
I've already seen this old lady, and I enjoyed it the first time, but the rest of the room right now is an interesting collection of awed and reverent in a way. Man, come on. Sports will make you cynical if you work in the business. You see a lot of things. Mike Ryan is starstruck. He is, and that's just by Mike Bolt. That's just by looking at the keeper of the cup. The keeper of the cup has the hair you would want protecting the cup and the name you'd want protecting the cup. Mike bleeping Bolt protects the cup. Mike Ryan was genuflecting out there. He genuflects before nothing, that ego. Before nothing these days. Because he knows what he's in the presence of. History, the teeth that have been lost, the blood that has been shed. Everybody out there.
You're a writer.
Everybody out there in the next game is playing with broken femurs. Everybody, because they want that cup, the thing that's outside our door. I don't know how it got here. I
know how it got here, Dan. They told us that since this is the last time the cup will ever be in South Florida, they let us bring it into the studio so that we could all see it up close.
Oh, that's true.
Can we bring Lord Stanley in, please? Can we bring it in?
In here or in there?
In there.
I'd like it right here,
moment.
actually.
I had my moment, but you need to witness what we witnessed because I don't get starstruck often, and I got starstruck around Lord Stanley.
And Mike Bolt.
Yeah, well, his hair is incredible. Feathered, beautiful. He looks like Anakin Skywalker.
Okay, and he keeps the cup.
You can see on video right now that he means business. Just the way he's holding his belt, he's just like,
he really does. Wait a minute, but
you
that
try to
what
touch
kind of
this thing, I'll break your limbs.
What kind of
That's what he's
business
thinking.
does he mean?
I think he's
there?
got martial arts training. That's just wow.
Should I go out there and try to touch it? See
that hair is resplendent. The hair or the cup? No, you can't.
I want to touch the hair.
I want to touch the hair. All right, let Mike Bolt in here, the keeper of the cup. He is protecting him. Look at him. Oh, he's whipping that thing around.
It's heavy, too.
Comfortable with that thing.
He looks so cool.
Hi,
Mike Bolt.
Yes, this is wonderful here, right here. Thank you. This is the actual thing.
Wow, it's so big that I can't see Dan's face, which is an upset. Oh, you do the John Taffer.
Let's Mike Bolt.
Turn the other way.
Can we Mike Bolt, please?
Mike Bolt is getting that.
Can we mic him?
The headset.
We got the joke, Chris. We got the miking Mike Bolt joke.
You're just trying to make it obvious for video. You're trying to make. Oh, here comes Amin.
How'd you get that jacket?
He was underdressed. Look at him. Amin, you are awed by this thing. You are dressed appropriately. But Tony and Jeremy, young Cuban boys who didn't grow up, with hockey as a first love, you guys seem wildly unimpressed by not Mike Bolt, but this cup he keeps.
Esto es una cazuela. Yo tengo una cazuela así en la casa. Sí.
You guys are assholes. Like it's Lord Stanley. The temperature of the room changed when that thing came in there.
Still cold though.
Don't worry about them. They like to have fun. How you been though? Really, honestly, it's been a while. Was it L.A. last time? Ooh, I mean, look, hey, you look great too. Thank you though.
Are you talking to Mike Bolt?
No. Catching up with an old friend. Sorry.
All right. Mike Bolt, I have so many questions.
Oh, Mike, hey, what's going on?
Because
back there.
The keeper of the cup is kind of like a defender of the North Wall. Like it's a big deal. You have stories for days. You've probably signed non-disclosure agreements. There's hundreds of names, legends, fourth liners, everybody. It's a walking museum, and you probably have a story about everybody there. And I'm sure they will always want the wildest ones, but I'd just like to pick a random name and see if you have a story about them.
That's a fun.
Yeah, okay. Who do you got?
That's a fun game.
I've been doing this for 24 years. I've done over 1,500 cup parties. No, I don't do every single one of them. I do get days off. So usually during the summer we do a week on, week off because it's about 19, 20-hour days.
We've spoken to a keeper of the cup before. Was it Phil? was it Phil that we talked to before,
Right.
and there was all sorts of debauchery associated with it. But I do want to try out this game where I just look at the cup, I say a random name, and you tell me if you have a story about them. Colin White, current Florida Panther, won the cup with the New Jersey Devils. Do you have a Colin White story?
Colin White, yeah. I mean, I remember we were in New Glasgow, Nova Scotia. Took it all over the area, but I just remember going through the drive-through at about 2:30 in the morning in the limo with the cup and everything like that. And when we rolled up to go pay for it and get the food, the girls are handing us, and they're like, "Holy crap, that's the Stanley Cup in there!" And eating cheeseburgers with the cup at like 2:30 in the morning was pretty cool.
Timu Solani.
Timu. I remember that one in 07. That would be. I remember we were at his house. This one was pretty wild. They drank like just bottle after bottle after bottle of scotch out of there. They had it for about an hour and a half. It wasn't his actual day that he was going to have in Finland, so we just spent a little time there. And he had all his Finnish buddies, and there's names inside the cup, and they were assigning each one of the names that were inside the cup, like Pud Glass and Strachan and those kind of names. And so, Pud, you're up. You got to drink out of it. And they went through like 4 or 5 bottles. And the thing that amazed me most is Timo walked the cup out to the car, perfectly straight, no problem. Most people would be on their butts.
Mike, I'm curious because that's the thing that people tend to do a lot. Pour liquor in it or champagne or whatever and drink out of it. How do you wash it? How do you clean it out?
Yeah, soap and water. Usually every day we start off with like breakfast in the cup.
Una cazuela.
Una cazuela.
Una cazuela.
It's the best way to clean silver is soap and water. But, yeah, they'll drink and eat out of it. Like in the morning, it's breakfast, either scrambled eggs and bacon out of the cup or cereal. Maybe midday, it's a big ice cream sundae and a lot of adult beverages by the evening.
What's the weirdest thing or strangest thing that's ever been consumed from out of the cup?
I don't know. I mean, I've seen so many different things. Poutine, spaghetti and meatballs, chicken wings, Jell-O, pudding. I mentioned ice cream. Sushi.
The Dallas Stars did spaghetti, right, and had like rock stars.
I've
all
heard
around.
legend
Eddie Belfour did spaghetti and meatballs. He was a
he got-
goaltender for.
He got tasered once. Yeah, so he's a
Not
wild
with the
man.
cup, he didn't, but yes,
No.
he did.
I've heard legendary stories about Mike Modano having it,
Yeah, I didn't do that year. I came on for the 2000 Devils was the first team. that
but you've heard the
Oh,
stories.
I did. The guy that I started kind of working with, he's not with us anymore, but he told me a couple stories about Dallas.
Dan, to me, it just looks like a tremendo sartén.
God, I hate you kids. So you were on board during COVID. What was being the keeper of the cup like during COVID? I'm sure there was like more sanitary precautions.
Oh, there were. I actually did not do COVID. I got laid off, actually. So Phil actually took care of most
Wait a
of the work.
minute.
'cause
What?
Wait,
What do you mean laid
you got
off?
laid off and
Yeah,
brought
Wait,
back?
whoa. This
Me
doesn't
too.
happen.
Yeah, I got laid off. Yeah.
What happened? Like the cup keeper doesn't get laid off. Cup keeper lays off.
Well, we didn't have as much travel, so Phil basically handled it. We were basically stuck in the bubble out in Edmonton, and
This can't be a part-time job that doesn't have benefits.
I don't know.
You're
Do
the
the
keeper
keepers of the cup have a union? I feel like you guys.
I feel like we should get one, but no, we do not.
How many of
I
you
can
are
help you with
there?
that.
There's 4 of us altogether.
And you can't leave the room that it's in, correct?
That's right, that's
And
correct.
You're not allowed.
We're with it 24/7.
What is the closest what you have come to being separated from the cup? From
when we fly? Yeah, we do check it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we do check it.
You have Thomas Hayden church hair.
You got great hair.
It's
Man,
great
let's-
hair.
let's-
I get a lot of comments about the flow and the salad that I got.
Yes, sir. I got a question for you. When you go to sleep at night, do you wear a do-rag? And what's your process in the morning with that hair? It's feathered fantastically.
I get up, wash it, blow dry it, leave.
Yeah, blow dry. Moose? You a moose guy?
A little
you oil
hairspray.
it?
Like I've been on the road for a month now.
You're a moose guy.
No, a little hairspray just to keep it out of my.
I like to put a hat on after I get out of the shower because that's how I get the flips.
Oh, okay. I don't do the hat thing very often, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Very
try.
strong. Do you do keeps?
What?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Well, no,
He is
Keeps
the
is he says obsessed.
You're all natural?
Mike,
Yeah.
you're
My hair came
I'm
back
pretty
because
natural, yeah.
I did something called Crechi Pejo.
Okay.
It's from Brazil, and it really brought my hairline back.
My hairline's all right. It's not. Going
No, it's
back.
great.
Cup ever been to Turkey?
No, but it's come close. Yeah.
What's the
It's
closest
been-
it's come to Turkey?
You have to look at a map, but I mean, we've been to like Belarus to Slovakia, the Ukraine, Russia. Been in the Middle East with it, like Sweden, Finland.
Are you trained in the martial arts?
Nah, I just dropped the white gloves. I used to play.
Wow, that's a bar and a half right there.
What's your go-to move if someone does something they're not supposed to do with the cup? Is it a karate chop, or are you roundhouse kicking them to the neck?
Nah, I scared that crap out of them with my voice.
Yeah, it gets you. It gets you.
I've done it before. I've scared an entire room.
Can we role play a little bit? Pretend to like touch it inappropriately.
You gotta have to have it. It has to be the moment. I can't pretend.
Okay, but no.
On the other side of the cup,
I just scream really loud. Put that down.
Amin's touching it right now on the other side of the cup.
I mean, here's the thing. We let people come up. We let them touch it. We let them hug it. We let them kiss it. But you got to earn the right to hoist it. So when we catch people trying to pick it up that don't have their name on it, we get pretty angry with them.
Were you at the Brett Hull parade?
The Brett Hall?
Yeah, the Gloria!
St. Louis. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we were there. Oh, yeah. Brett's. I've known Brett a long time, since 2002. So.
I have a friend that talks to Brett Hull regularly. They still haven't heard from him since that parade. I'm not sure if he's okay.
I haven't seen him since the beginning of the season in St. Louis.
You do not allow. Are there photographs of people hoisting it who have not earned it?
It has happened, absolutely. But
that's
that's the one thing that we try and prevent.
Your code, your job ultimately that they laid you off of because you should have a union because the cup keeper needs to be respected, is to make sure that no one who has not earned the right to hoist that trophy ever gets to hold it over their head.
Right.
That's the job. It's a sacred job.
Yeah, and keep it safe, trying to keep the nicks and bangs out of it and make sure it's respectful is kind of what we're doing. We live in a world where everybody's got a camera, so things can get a little out of control. But we're basically kind of the eyes and ears for the NHL and the Hockey Hall of Fame and making sure that Lord Stanley stays safe for another 100 years.
Now, Mike, you said the only time it leaves your sight, basically, if you're with it, is when you check it in when you're flying.
Yeah.
What about when you have to go to the bathroom? Does it come with you?
I mean, look, if I got to go to the washroom, I might trust somebody. Go, hey, Dan, can you keep an eye on it? I trust you. And you're in charge. You're the keeper of the cup for 5 minutes. I can trust Dan.
Yeah, you can trust
Stugotz. If you did that around Stugotz, it'd be on eBay in 2 minutes.
I got news for you. I don't have to go to the washroom anytime soon, so we're good.
How low are we on the list of coolest places you've brought this?
Oh, coming down to Miami and seeing you boys, seeing girls? Yeah, no, absolutely. You're right up there.
That can't be true.
You're right up there.
That
You're
is
lying to us.
he is lying.
Mike, speaking
You know what? One of the coolest things we got to do is when we got to bring it on the space shuttle. We didn't
now
go to
you're
space,
here.
And now I'm here. Like the space shuttle one was cool. When I found out we actually saw more than 99% of NASA employees, that shows me the power of the cup and the kind of doors it opens up. Because I was shocked that 99% of NASA's never seen the shuttle, and I was on the friggin' thing.
Gloria!